having people talk over each other, which I am a huge fan, but it also requires a certain amount of choreography, I think is the key to
keeping those scenes going.
A good dinner scene, and they did it. We had the best group of people to do it, and it was fun. For me, it was the scene I learned the most from. It also was a scene I think that almost is a centerpiece of the movie.
Amazing job on this film. Kenya, I related to this movie so much, especially I grew up in Ladera Heights, so like all of our touchstones were right there in this film. Simply wholesome.
Simply wholesome. You know, my mom lives
absolutely
closer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's amazing.
It's so
I love
good.
that place. But this story feels so relevant, especially with today, with newer generations having a different mentality than their parents. Why do you think approaching such a serious real-world topic through comedy works? And how did this collaboration with Jonah Hill come about?
Collaboration with Jonah came because we wrote from LA. I loved mid-90s. I've been a fan of Jonah forever. You know what I'm saying? We started talking and texting. We sat down for what should have been a 30-minute talk to turn into a 3-hour talk. And we were like, let's do a love letter to LA culture, and basically more a love letter to love. And let's do something like that and kind of show the differences and similarities between the cultures. And, that was something that was really important to us. And I feel like we wanted to have the conversations that are difficult to have. And I think comedy is the best way to do that.
Speaking of which, there's that scene at the dinner table, which, comedy does open up a lot of ways to kind of address issues. But there are real things that are talked about, but it's done through comedy. Nia, can you talk to me a little bit about that scene and how much of that was on the page and how much of that was in the moment?
I think most of it was in the moment, but also on the page, meaning that we were able to improv and react to things that you just can't put on the page. And when you get a group of actors like that together, there's a certain rhythm of a scene. And once everyone knows their note, you trust. And then it becomes this musical dance until, well, I don't want to give away what happens at the dinner.
You saw it. But I think that the notion of that was really one of the things that I really enjoyed about that. One, dinner scenes are hard. I worked on Soul Food, and just shooting dinner scenes every week was crazy. Because you have to.
I hated when we had to do those scenes.
The coverage of them was crazy, but having people talk over each other, which I am a huge fan, but it also requires a certain amount of choreography, I think is the key to
keeping those scenes going.
A good dinner scene, and they did it. We had the best group of people to do it, and it was fun. For me, it was the scene I learned the most from. It also was a scene I think that almost is a centerpiece of the movie.
Yeah, the rhythm and the timing of that scene was just so excellently executed. It was perfect. Kenya, I do have a question. So this film has so many great actors in it, but at the center of the story is Lauren London and Jonah Hill's characters, Amira and Ezra. They're brilliant in their roles, by the way. What did they bring to their roles that wasn't necessarily on the page?
Authenticity. Mm-hmm. I think that Jonah represents a LA Jewish Jew in a way that you haven't really seen before, like a real, and Lauren is LA royalty from the hood, you know what I'm saying? And I think that if I had seen, if I ever saw TMZ and Jonah was dating Zazie Beetz, I'd be like, that's interesting. But if I saw TMZ and Jonah was dating Lauren London, I'd be like, what? And I think that's what made the movie, what it was, is the idea that these two people seem to be so, disparate and not together. But when they come together, love and the things that they share are what really kind of conquers all.
And I just love seeing Lauren grow up, right? Like, I've known Lauren since she started. And to see her develop into this really beautifully complex and deep woman and not change, but actually lean into her feminist ways and her beliefs and her strength is, for me, I was like, oh my God, like you're still my little baby, but you're a woman now. Right. And I would sit and watch her and go, it was almost like she was my real daughter. I really just have a lot of respect for her. She's been through a lot, and it's wonderful to see her back on screen, doing what she loves. And for me, I'm just really super proud of her.
Oh, that's really sweet.
No, I am. I really love her.
All around, this film is amazing, top to bottom. The cast is incredible. Everyone behind the scenes is incredible. So congratulations on this film. It is amazing. Thank you guys so much for your
bro.
time.
I appreciate
Thank
you.
you.